Barrier. Barrier. A barrier divides two countries. The fence is a barrier to animals entering the garden. He put up an emotional barrier between himself and his family.
Basically. Basically. Basically, the answer is yes. I'm basically a morning person. Basically, the product failed to meet expectations.
Beat. Beat. He beat the drum loudly. She beat the eggs until they were light and fluffy. The team beat their rivals in the championship game.
Beg. Beg. I beg you to reconsider. She begged for mercy. He had to beg for money on the street.
Being. Being. He is being obnoxious. Being rich has its advantages. Being kind is the best way to treat others.
Bent. Bent. The tree was bent from the storm. He bent down to tie his shoe. The metal was bent out of shape.
Bet. Bet. I bet I can finish in 10 minutes. He bet all of his money. She bet on the horse to win.
Beyond. Beyond. It is beyond comprehension. The party went beyond expectations. The view was beyond beautiful.
Bitter. Bitter. The medicine tasted bitter. He had a bitter attitude. The divorce was a bitter experience.
Blame. Blame. He blamed her for the mistake. The company blamed the employees. They blamed their parents for their problems.
Blind. Blind. The blinds were closed. She was blind to his faults. He was born blind.
Bond. Bond. The two friends had a strong bond. The bond between a parent and child is special. The bond between teammates is important.
Breast. Breast. The chicken breast was cooked perfectly. She breastfed her baby. He was breast cancer survivor.
Brief. Brief. Please be brief. The meeting was brief. He gave a brief explanation.
Broad. Broad. The river was broad. He had a broad smile. Broad strokes were used for the painting.
Broadcast. Broadcast. The news was broadcast on the radio. The event was broadcast live. The movie was broadcast on television.
Budget. Budget. We need to stick to the budget. She created a budget for the project. The budget was approved.
bullet, bullet. The bullet went through the wall. The bullet missed the target. The gun shot a single bullet.
Bunch, bunch. A bunch of people were waiting. He held a bunch of flowers. There was a bunch of noise.
Burn, burn. The fire was burning brightly. She burned the toast. He got a burn on his arm.
Bush, bush. The bush was full of berries. The bush provided shade. He hid behind the bush.
Cable, cable. The cable was snapped. He was holding the cable. The cable was connected to the computer.
Calculate, calculate. He calculated the answer. They calculated the cost of the trip. She calculated the distance between two cities.
Cancel, cancel. She canceled the meeting. The flight was canceled. He canceled his subscription.
Cancer, cancer. She was diagnosed with cancer. The doctor was treating cancer patients. He was a survivor of cancer.
Capable, capable. She is capable of anything. He is capable of making good decisions. The team is capable of success.
Capacity, capacity. The stadium had a large capacity. The capacity of the room was small. We reached our capacity.
Capture, capture. The photo captured the moment. She captured his attention. He wanted to capture her heart.
Cast, cast. She cast a spell. The actor was cast in the role. The net was cast for the fish.
Catch, catch. He caught the ball. She caught a cold. He was trying to catch a bus.
Cell, cell. The prisoner was in a cell. The cell had bars on the windows. She studied a single cell.
Chairman, chairman. The chairman was chosen. He was the chairman of the board. The chairman addressed the crowd.
Characteristic, characteristic. He has a characteristic laugh. She had a characteristic way of speaking. The characteristic of the product was impressive.
Chief, chief. He was the chief of the tribe. The chief was the leader. The chief was respected by the people.
Circumstance, Circumstance. The circumstances changed. The circumstances were difficult. The circumstances were ideal.
Cite. Cite. He cited the source. She cited evidence. The article was cited in the book.
Citizen. Citizen. He is a citizen of the country. She was a citizen of the world. They are citizens of the city.
Civil. Civil. The Civil War was long and destructive. The Civil Rights Movement changed history. The civil rights leader was passionate about his cause.
Classic. Classic. The classic car was beautiful. He read a classic novel. The classic movie was a favorite of many.
Closely. Closely. She was watching closely. He was following the instructions closely. They were watching the game closely.
Collapse. Collapse. The building collapsed. The bridge collapsed. The plan collapsed.
Combination. Combination. He used a combination of ingredients. The combination of elements was impressive. The combination of colors was beautiful.
Comfort. Comfort. She found comfort in her faith. He comforted her. The blanket provided comfort.
Command. Command. He commanded the troops. She commanded the room. He had the command of the language.
Commission. Commission. He was given the commission. The commission was accepted. The commission was successful.
Commitment. Commitment. He had a commitment to his work. She had a commitment to her team. They had a commitment to their cause.
Committee. Committee. The committee was convened. The committee was organized. The committee was successful.
Commonly. Commonly. He is commonly known as John. It is commonly said that. It is commonly believed that.
Complicated. Complicated. The process was complicated. The relationship was complicated. The instructions were complicated.